Welcome to Theme Weavers, your weekly wisdom for weaving yoga themes into your classes to inspire your students. We're your hosts, Heidi
and Farin.
Welcome back, Theme Weavers. Today we're going to look at how to deliver a Dharma talk and weave the theme of Yoga Sutra 4.3. We're in the fourth pada. That's exciting. Fourth pillar. So we're going to use that. So I got really excited when Farin requested this next one because I hardly ever teach from the fourth pada. So this is like a very fun challenge for me when I wrote the notes for this episode. So I'm pumped about it. And did you know that? We all have like roles here. So typically we like come up with the ideas together. I do like the prep work and the notes and things like that. And then Farin does the post-production work where she edits the episodes and makes the fun things. So just in case you're wondering, now you have a little inside look at how we operate. You're welcome.
Yeah. Also, just to go back, fourth pada, can you explain that for people who are not familiar with the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali?
Thank you so much, Farin. In the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, the book that we keep referencing, there's four. A pada is like a pillar, or how we would think of it is a chapter. So the book sutras are separated into like four different pillars, four different chapters, each of which have a different goal and intention. The fourth one is what we're going to be focusing on a sutra within today. And hope that helps. Oh, I have to keep talking. In case this is your first episode that you're listening to, check out episode 2 of our podcast for details on the background and structure of how and why to weave themes for your classes. And if you choose to use today's teaching on Sutra 4.3, it's a really good one. I'm pumped. I'm so excited Farin requested this one. Then look at our inspo sheet because it's going to be great. It's going to be really helpful. And then find a way to turn our voices into your own. Make this theme authentic to yours. So let's just hop right in, Farin. Thank you all for listening and for supporting the podcast. It means so much, but I'm so excited for this one.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it. So I want to share a quote that I saw on Instagram, which is the best source of information for quotes. Kidding, but I make that joke all the time because like I'll share quotes in class and I'll be like, I got this from Instagram.
I mean, you're being honest.
Anyways, I saw it. Yeah, that's where I find them. Emily McDowell. Okay, Emily McDowell. She said, finding yourself is not really how it works. You are a $10 bill in last winter's. Wait, you weren't.
Did I write it
You're
wrong?
not, right?
Shit.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me open up. Okay, I'm going to read it to you. Ready? Finding yourself is not really how it works. You aren't a $10 bill in last winter's coat pocket. You are also not lost. Your true self is right there, buried under the cultural conditioning, other people's opinions, and inaccurate conclusions you drew as a kid that became your beliefs about who you are. Finding yourself is actually returning to yourself, an unlearning, an excavation, a remembering who you were before the world got its hands on you.
Yes, I love that quote.
That's a good one. I'm glad you find it.
So that it reminded me of Sutra 4.3, which I'm not even going to attempt to say Sanskrit this time. I'm sorry. That's a big mouthful. But it translates to incidental events do not directly cause natural evolution. They just remove the obstacles, as a farmer removes the obstacles in the water course running to the fields. It's essentially saying that our mind also wants to run to its original source of tranquility, but there are impediments on the way that obstruct the flow. Impediments,
Yeah,
maybe?
impediments. Thank you.
As a farmer, I know. Sorry. I don't know. It came
That
out
was
that
exciting
way.
though for me. I was like, what did she just say? Okay, tell me about the farmer.
Just as a farmer allows the water to run into the field simply by removing the obstacles that are in the way of the flow of the water. The commentary furthers that our practices and our teachers do the job of the farmer, who are not bringing you anything new, but instead they simply remove obstacles so that the flow of consciousness will be continuous and the water can reach its source. It ends by saying the obstacles are the closed door and windows. If you simply open them, the light shines in.
Oh, doesn't that remind you of the Dumbledore?
Yeah.
It reminds me of the
The
Dumbledore quote. Yeah.
Yeah. If like you can get through the darkest of times only when you remember to turn on the light.
Yeah, something like that.
something like that.
It's on
Yeah,
your fridge
similar.
and my
So
teacher.
it's on my fridge, but I'm not at home.
Yeah.
The Tantra of the Yoga Sutras also translates it in a similar way. Like the flow of water, the evolution of consciousness is bliss. All we need to do is remove the barriers within us that block it from flowing, as the farmer removes rocks and trees block the flow of water into the field. So super similar. We keep coming back to this farmer and
Yeah.
water.
It's a busy farmer.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll talk about how we do that removal in future episodes. But for today, this is where we are. The sutra reminds us that external circumstances alone do not cause transformations within us. Instead, they set the stage for change to occur. It's an invitation to look beyond the immediate causes and recognize the underlying conditions that foster growth and transformation. The sutra comes from the fourth chapter, fourth pada of the Yoga Sutras, also known as Kaivalya Pada, which focuses on liberation and freedom. This is an important sutra because it teaches us the importance of preparing the right conditions for our personal and spiritual growth. So we're back to that farmer. Just as the farmer carefully prepares the soil before planting seeds, we too must create a conducive environment for our transformation. This teaching emphasizes the role of inner work and the subtle influences that pave the way for profound changes in our lives. Sutra 4.3 reminds us that while external efforts are necessary, the true transformation occurs from within. We often seek quick fixes and immediate results in our life. We might think that changing our job, moving to a new place, or starting a new relationship will bring the happiness and fulfillment we desire. However, Sutra 4.3 encourages us to look deeper and look within. Real transformation requires more than just changing our external circumstances. It requires cultivating the right inner condition. For example, you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed. Simply taking a vacation might provide temporary relief, but it's external. It's not going to address the root cause of your stress. Instead, practicing mindfulness, developing a consistent yoga practice, and fostering a supportive community can create the conditions for lasting change. One of the challenges in practicing Sutra 4.3 is the tendency to focus on immediate results. We might get frustrated when we don't see quick changes, but remember, as that farmer doesn't see the fruits of their labor overnight, their inner transformation takes time. Patience and consistent effort key. In our asana practice today, let's embody Sutra 4.3. As we move through our postures, focus on creating the right conditions within your body and mind. Pay attention to your breath, alignment, and inner awareness. By doing so, you'll create a fertile ground for growth and
I
transformation.
love that. And it makes me think about yesterday when I told you I had a headache after yoga, and you're like, did you drink enough water before, during, and after? Like, if you're not doing the things to
Yeah.
take care of yourself, then you can't have an experience that's going to be fruitful.
Yeah. And like the external fix to that would just be like, oh, take an ibuprofen. But if you don't address the root cause of dehydration, then like you've done nothing. Put a band-aid on
I
it.
took an ibuprofen. I also had electrolytes. I also drank electrolytes.
There you go. Okay.
I love
Cool.
that.
Anyways, coming back to that quote, I just love how it's like this idea of like stripping things away instead of like seeking this external stuff and adding, that we like actually just have to like remove the obstacles and remove the barriers to find that inner peace.
Yeah, it reminds me of the people that are like, I'll just be happy once I lose these 10 pounds. Or like, if I buy
Hmm.
this handbag, I am going to feel complete. Or if I
Hmm.
get like 500 likes, then I'll know I've made it and I'm feeling good about myself. Like, those are all looking for external sources for internal peace. And you're never going to feel happy if you haven't addressed it. It's kind of like, I feel like maybe this is not fair of me to say, but people that want to have weight loss surgery need to go through mental health counseling first to have the work that says that, like, just because you're going to have the surgery that's going to change what you look on the outside won't necessarily mean that it's going to fix all the stuff on the inside. You still have to be willing to change the stuff on the inside, because by changing the outside, it's not necessarily going to solve all of your inner cruft and things that you're.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
I like this a lot.
I like that.
So as we're moving through class, how do we use our phrases to come back to it? The ones that I came to, because we know we love the farmer, create fertile ground for your growth. But that might work for some of you. Transformation begins within, right? Just remind people. I like be patient with your journey a ton, because people expect like, oh, I went to a yoga class and I still can't touch my toes. What the heck, man? Like, what the heck, man? You can't go to one class and expect change to happen. Like, you're working on it, but it takes more than like a minute. You got to be patient. Nurture the right conditions for change. I liked that. I don't know. Do you have any other ones?
That cultivate inner awareness and growth. So we're cultivating, we're fertile ground. It's all these,
Very
metaphors.
flowery.
Yeah, very flowery.
I think I didn't think about this, but what about something about like what's already within you that will give you what you feel like you're craving outside of yourself? Right? Like, can you find something within yourself that you already reckon and like might have forgotten about, that you love, and that can be something to celebrate, that's already there. It's already a part of you. You don't need anybody else to see it or witness it. It's there. It's something you're proud of inside of
Mm-hmm.
you.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't very
I
eloquent
like
yet,
that.
but like the point of it is.
Yeah, I get you.
Any other ones?
I thought of one and then I just lost
Shoot, I was
it.
talking too much.
It was somewhere along the lines of like, what can you strip away? Or like, what obstacle can you remove? Or like, oh, there it is. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. That would be my phrase.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Thinking of just like removing those obstacles on the outside to like really find your inner peace. Like sometimes we are the ones that are in our own way and causing these own obstacles that like, what the heck?
Sometimes,
Get rid of it.
every time that we blame
A
somebody
lot of
else,
times.
it's us being in our own way. Like, it's nobody else's fault. It's
Yeah.
nobody else's fault that you can't have
Yeah.
what you want or feel how you want to feel. I always love when people say, and I do the same thing, stop making me feel bad. Stop making me feel guilty.
Mm.
Okay, I'm not making you feel guilty or bad. You're choosing to feel that way based on something within yourself. That's not me, like, forcing you to feel a certain way. It doesn't work that way. And
Yeah.
I,
Absolutely. It's about your response and your reaction to whatever is happening, whatever I said or what I did. That's how you're responding to it,
yes,
is by feeling a certain
yes,
way.
that's not the other
Yeah.
person. That's your own stuff. That's your own inner situation.
Well,
You have to take ownership for that.
yeah.
Take ownership
Mhm.
for your own shit. Maybe that should be our drop the hammer.
Like ownership, damn it. You just start turning your yoga class
Throwing
to a
stuff
boot
at
camp.
people. Throw plants at them. Like
Throwing yoga blocks.
those air plants. Like, throw air plants at them. Farm your own shit. No, don't do that. Don't do that. This is an explicit warning. I hope you don't have children around or my own children listening to this. All right, so we obviously have your thematic phrase. I like that one. Where do we go? Plow pose?
There you go. Right along with the farmer analogy. Plow pose, why
I kind of
not?
like it because in plow, you're also going inward. Like, you're bringing your feet up above and behind you. Like, your own thighs are blocking your view, essentially. You're squishing yourself in some
Yeah.
respects. So I feel like that would be a really good pose because you're having to like shut out the outside and go inside. What do you have within you right here? What obstacles in your way? Plow it
Yeah.
out.
And plows are like for excavating, digging trenches, removing obstacles. It's so symbolic, so metaphorical.
Should the farmer in the dell be on our playlist?
Absolutely not.
A farmer themed yoga class. Will you wear overalls?
Oh, now we're just going too
I mean,
far.
I do love wearing my overalls and my hair in like little space buns or like little braided buns. Theme
Oh,
class. I like it.
cool.
I actually like probably uh I kind of like uh Kapalabhati as the pranayama.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
that would be
yes,
like clear it out. I need to blow my nose if I can do
yeah.
it.
Kapalabhati is skull shining breath, so it's meant to really just like clear out everything with the forceful exhale, passive inhale. Mhm.
Correct, Amundo, dude. That's right, Farmer Farin.
Yeah.
I like that one. Okay, so we got a plow
That's a good
pose,
one.
Kapalabhati breath, remove the obstacles,
Get out of your
get out
own
of your own
way.
way. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You do that song. I think it's Stevie Nicks. So we have our phrases, we have a peak pose, we have our pranayama, we have a reading. We have a
Yeah, I can read that quote.
it's a nice little passage. I don't know what else there really would be. Oh, I have another pranayama too, if you wanted to. The bumblebee breath, where you like remove the outside with like closing off your senses as you're breathing. Then you're like forced to have to go within. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. That's good. Of course, the pollinators, we need them to go along with our plow.
I like it.
Yep.
What do you think? You teach it tonight? Have we inspired you?
I'm not going to teach this tonight. I'm going to teach a different class, but later on in the week, Thursday morning. There we go.
I already forgot what I was going to teach on Thursday. We just talked about it.
I guess you're teaching this.
I'm teaching this. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow.
Welcome to the inspo sheet, Heidi.
Yoga teachers, if this conversation inspired you to teach a class on Sutra 4.3, then please download our pretty inspo sheet found at themeweaversyoga.com/episode 44, where we list out additional inspiration to help you take your class on this theme to the next level. You'll find all the things that you need, probably with some farming references thrown in there, maybe a little farming backgrounds that Farin will find somewhere in there. And there might be a picture of a plow. You never know. I'll have to download it to find out what she throws on there.
So we'll just give a little reverse Dharma talk. This is the one that you give at the end of your class, and we'll be on our way. As we conclude our practice today, remember that true transformation is a gradual process that begins from within. Like a farmer tending to the soil, nurture the right conditions in your mind and heart. Be patient and consistent in your effort. The changes may not be immediate, but they will be profound and lasting. Take this teaching with you off the mat and into your daily life. Create a supportive environment for your growth. Cultivate positive thoughts and be mindful of the subtle influences that shape your experience. By doing so, you will not only transform yourself, but also inspire and uplift those around
like
you.
Like the rays of a sun poking through the clouds.
Love it. Your little glimmer. Glimmers. Yeah. So go to our website, themeweaversyoga.com/episode 44. The link is in the show notes to request an info sheet for Yoga Sutra 4.3. This will help you bring this theme alive in your own voice and teaching.
Kind of mad we didn't do Sutra 4.4. Because it's episode 44. Missed opportunity.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Maybe next. We'll do 45 on 45. No, wait, that's a guest episode. Just kidding. Who knows? All right. Yeah, so tune in next week to see who our guest is. Heck yeah.
Guest episode.
We're not going to spoil it. We're just going to say it's going to be a guest, and she's awesome.
And it's not us.
That's exciting.
It's not us. It's a real one.
Not us.
It's a real one.
Yeah.
Back pocket.
So again, go grab that info sheet at themeweaversyoga.com/episode 44. And go on and inspire your students in your next class. Until next time.
We weave you in. Peace.